Hello everybody, I'm Dirk and welcome to Dirk's Money, where I'm going to teach you about money. So we're just going to jump right into my first video on this channel, and it's how to properly buy a car so it makes sense for you financially. We're going to go over three main rules, how to buy the car you want in a smart financial manner. So rule number one is the 10% rule. A lot of you, if you follow me on Twitter, have heard of this rule, and I've talked about it briefly. So what it is, and it's just kind of common sense. It's just a car. When you buy a car, it loses value as soon as you drive it off of the lot. We all know this. Since a car is not a smart asset to own, it's not an investment, it doesn't make you money, all it does is cost you money, but a car is obviously a means for transportation. You don't want to spend more than 10% of your monthly income on your car payment. So what I mean by the 10% rule is, for example, say you make $2,000 a month. 10% of that is $200, which means your car payment should be no more than $200. Now, some people like to include insurance in this rule. I personally don't, because I feel like 11 to 12% of your income is okay with payment plus insurance, but for the car payment itself, make sure it is not more than 10% of your monthly income. Rule number two is you never buy a car in cash. This is a controversial way of buying a car. Some very wealthy people say just to get it out of the way so you don't have to pay any interest on it. I personally don't believe in that, because why not use the bank's money to your advantage? You could be investing that money into other areas instead of putting it all into a car in cash. It's just always smarter to use the bank to your advantage, unless it's like a cheap car. Well, cheap for you. If it's cheap for you and it's just like if you lost that money on the street, then it's okay. You can buy the car in cash. But if you want like a $100,000 car and you're like really rich, and it's just like if you lost 100K, you wouldn't even care, then you can buy the car in cash. That's how you have to act if you really want to buy a car in cash. Use the bank's money to your advantage. Rule number three is never buy new. I know everybody loves that new car, but cars are made in body styles. So for example, let's take the 2020 BMW M3. It's looked the same since 2014. New M3s are like 100K, maybe 80K. I'm not sure exactly. But I am sure on this, you can get a 15 to 16 M3 for like $40,000. You're getting the same car, pretty much. It's just a few years old for half of the price. You never buy new. Unless, again, you're really rich, then you can buy it new. But I know a lot of rich people who still do not buy new because they know it's stupid. So that's it. That's really it. And I'll throw in a bonus, but this is just my personal opinion. I wouldn't lease. You're constantly always paying for something, and it's just like it's a never-ending cycle. It's like you'll be leasing for the rest of your life almost. Obviously, that's not true, but if you're in a lease now, get out of a lease. You don't even own the car. You don't own the car. Do not lease. That is the bonus rule. I really hope you guys enjoyed my first video on this channel. Remember, 10% of your income, never buy new, and never pay in cash. If you have any other topics you would like me to talk about, please let me know in the comments or on my social medias. Thank you guys and have a great day.